So we're going to subtract 8, which then leaves us with 3y minus 12y equals negative 3y squared, sorry. Minus 12y equals negative 3. Now, we didn't do one like this yesterday, but the other thing we have to do before completing the square is we can't have anything in front of our squared term. So we're going to have to divide everything by 3 to get rid of that. So we're going to divide everything by 3, which then gives us y squared minus 4y equals negative 1. And now we can complete the square. So how do we do that? Yeah, so divide the 4 by 2, right? So we're adding negative 4 over 2 squared technically to both sides. So then what was our shortcut that we learned yesterday? Yeah, so just what's in the parentheses. So negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. And then, so the negative 2 squared is 4, so we're still adding 4 to that side. So, I gotta shrink it a little bit again. I keep running out of room. So then we get y minus 2 squared is equal to 3. And then what do? Square root both sides. So then you get y minus 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. Then what? Add the 2. So then your final answer is y equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 3. All right, also, I kind of changed my mind by 8th period yesterday. I'm okay if you guys don't simplify your square roots.
Oh, cool.
Like, break them down for right now. I mean, we should, but for right now, I just want you to get the hang of this part of it more. So.
If we just go ahead and simplify.
That's fine too. Yeah. If you want to, that's fine. But I'm not going to